fear that, okay, will we be at risk in terms of our job? But I guess from my perspective is that you need to work from the place of being or having integrity towards yourself. You need to do what's right for yourself, right? So if the job or if the organization decides to say, okay, you're not fit for this team and not fit for this organization, then actually they are not a fit for you as well. So I think that's the part that I operate with. So that was the first example. The second example is less about gender, but more about capability. So when I transitioned to Lazada, I never had e-commerce background. I had multi-industry experience like telco, utilities, government, healthcare. So in my past projects, I was in all the other industries except for e-commerce. I came in as a regional lead to kind of manage in terms of the user growth within Lazada. And I had to manage the CEOs and the head of growth across the different countries. And obviously when you just join, they'll be like, oh, you're an ex-consultant, oh, we hate consultants, we don't like consultants because they're just fluffy. And these are not things that they would say out loud to you. They would just probably, it's a silent undertone that you actually experience in certain conversations. And what I did, I went home, I reflected, I was like, okay, what do I actually bring to the table? Why did they hire me in the first place? It's because of my capability of being able to connect from the management level to the operations level. So I doubled down on just focusing on my capability or what I am good at. And then I just did what I know best, and then I just tried it. And then perceptions start to change because as you get familiar with the organization, then you get better at it. So in some ways, if you just put aside gender, or for me at least, you put aside gender consideration, then you can take away those distractions and you actually focus on what is actually important. And then you find out what is that matchmaking aspect, right? Are you compatible with the company, or is the company compatible with you? So it's more of that, yeah.
At the end of the day, you also want to find the right match for talent and the right vibe, right? But we did learn a couple of tools, standing up for yourself. That's one thing. I also heard from as I was conducting other panel discussions as well. Standing up for yourself is one thing, but standing up for yourself with data and facts is also something that is quite powerful. So thank you for sharing that. And also when dealing with CEOs or dealing with leadership teams, you might feel intimidated, but you also need to just be confident in yourself. On the topic of confidence, I think you have pitched to many investors before, I believe. How do you build that confidence just facing